Welcome to the Texas Nerd House, y'all. Over the previous videos in this series, we have showed you the process of importing a Soviet Electronica DVK-3 computer directly from Moscow, the struggle it took to get it all the way across the yard and into the house from where it was placed, and we even opened up the shipping crate just a smidge to peek at the contents. Now see what my wife has to say about it when she learns, for the very first time, by seeing it in person, that I did all this.
They were manufacturing a PDP-11 in 1989. Are you kidding me? What is it?
Check it out.
What is it? It doesn't even say anything.
Alright, let's open this beast up.
Okay, first piece. Definitely Russian something or other. Holy crap, this keyboard weighs 1 million pounds.
Yeah, it's really heavy, huh?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, you have to tell me more about those keycaps.
Oh, and everything's in Russian. Here's the manual. How did you end up with a shipping container from Russia?
Some deals on some private forums.
Completely new in box, apparently.
Yep.
Oh my god, what is this?
It's an old Russian computer.
Oh my gosh. Alright, you're gonna have to try and lift this stuff.
Alright, here's what I'm thinking. There's a couple of handles on it. There's one on your side, one on my side. Let's lift it off of the lift cart.
In the box?
Can't imagine.
It doesn't look to be. That looks pretty intact to me. Oh, but my gosh, dude. That is the smell of dust.
Yeah, this thing definitely smells a little bit musty.
But it's not got any dust on anything in there. I mean, it literally has never left that box. Well, 40 years.
This thing will not focus to save its own life. What the heck? Alright. Well, no, it has. I mean, the guy fired it up, turned it on.
But you know what I mean. Like this, this is true Soviet era Russia.
Yeah, I mean, that's the point. Nobody has really explored much of the Soviet stuff.
You're like, I just wanted to win, Stacy. Just wanted to win. We're seeing all the other cool things that all the other kids had. And I was like, I need to bring something just that much weirder. Well, I think this probably wins the oldest contest.
Oh,
but what's interesting is a little bit of
from like the late
bezel.
80s.
This bezel needs a little bit of work to get back into its spot, but I think that's just because of the expansions of the plastic is a little bit different. Plus, you know, that Soviet era fit and finish is so awesome. I'm sure they were just like, it stays together. Like,
yeah, you're not moving that monitor off the computer.
No. Oh, that's why. There's a slight crack in the plastic underneath here. Very slight. But that probably just, I mean, it did get shipped from, like, freaking Russia.
Yeah, literally came from all the way over there.
How did the shipping not cost you $1 million? You're like, Stacy, the shipping did cost me $1 million.
Yeah, it was like a few $100, I think.
Oh my gosh. You had to have really wanted this. They were manufacturing a PDP-11 in 1989. Are you kidding me?
I guess so.
1989. Like, were they just going, we steal enough things from Americans. Now we steal only the best, the PDP-11. It's almost 1990. We are almost... Oh my gosh, like... DOS is a thing by the time that they make this.
Oh, don't worry. They had clones of the, was it the Zilog Z80 and the Intel chips as well? I don't think they bought her 6502.
Which is funny because the 6502 is easily the most prolific processor.
Around here.
Well, and even many European micros. So, that's interesting.
Yeah. When I saw the pictures of the box in this condition, I'm like, dude, you should find a way to crate this up because I don't want this box getting wrecked.
That's impressive in the fact. Well, welcome to the NSA watch list of 1984, everybody. Well, I guess of 1989. I guess that's when this was manufactured. Good night, man. They were just like somebody brought over a PDP-11 from the late 70s, and Russia's like, we can copy that. It'll take 10 years.
Well, let me tell you, the customs people, he listed all the things that were inside the machine, which he puts blah, 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 hard drive, and then he writes floppy disk on a separate line. The customs people get concerned about the floppy disks. They didn't seem to care about the hard drive in there.
Well, you know about the floppy disk shortage they have for 8.5 and 10 inches right now in the government, right? So
yeah.
Oh wow, we could really use that. It's like, y'all got any more of those 8.5 inch and 10 inch floppy disks?
Yeah.
Sorry, that's kind of my Chappelle impression. Y'all got any more of those 10 inch and 8.5 inch floppy disks? Oh my god.
Yeah, I think really they were concerned about there being encrypted data on the floppies. And people they didn't even have encryption back in the 80s. You kidding me?
In Soviet Russia, maybe. They're like, you find, you keep.
Yeah, I think even over here, IRD and encryption is like, oh, we'll just base 64 encode it. That'll be chain clicking enough.
It's like, oh, we're shipping it in Russian to Americans. They won't understand.
It's already in Cyrillic. How can they possibly get it?
Oh my gosh. Good night, Steve-O. Win. I mean, it does have literally CCP on there. I mean, this is Soviet. See?
Yep, CCCP. That's the thing, piercing the Iron Curtain. Whatever that is.
I have no idea. That makes no sense. All right, somebody who does Russian stuff. It's a car driving into the sun. Or a box driving into the sun? Or maybe it's, it could have something to do with Soviet launch of some sort. Or alien abduction. This makes no sense. This has got to be the most cryptic looking sticker I think ever.
Well, I mean, yours are funny, but I think it has to do something with keep it out of the elements. Well, it has to be the jankest looking roof I've ever seen.
Wait, this is supposed to be a roof?
I would imagine this is the computer, this is the roof, and this is the sun. And it's saying keep your computer out of the elements.
In Soviet Russia, computer elements you. Oh my gosh. Well, at least I'm thankful that numbers are something I can read. Oh my gosh. This is ridiculous. You win, Steve-O. You win the weirdest thing that you could own award. I thought I was in the running. I wasn't even close.
What was your weirdest thing?
I don't even know. I'm looking at this and going, I don't have anything that's in that same league. 'Cause, in all honesty.
Mm.
What's the weirdest thing you own? I'm like, I don't know. Like some figurine or piece of artwork or something like that.
Mm.
Or just some, maybe an obscure thing. The Atari prototype cartridge we have.
It's pretty long.
Right? Like,
I don't
the
know
fact that we have a million arcades and pinballs. But the weirdest thing you own as a collective between the two of us is now this.
Yes,
Clearly
very much
this.
so.
Like, there's nothing else that's in this category of weird. First off, it's a PDP-11. Secondly, it's all-in-one. Thirdly, it's Russian with that awesome Russian build quality. It's funny because it's like, you know the boards are going to be made well. You know the chips are going to be made well because military.
Yeah.
But the injection molding was like, close enough. It's like, it holds together good. We fine.
Well, you know, the big reason that I was concerned about it working to begin with is that the Russian chips actually don't use 10th inch spacing. They use, like, what is it, the millimeters, 2 millimeters spacing instead. So trying to source those over here is going to be pretty difficult, I'm sure. I mean, it's not impossible, but it'd be a lot of dang money and a lot of time to try to find one, I'm sure. I don't want to deal with that. You know, if it gets to that point, this thing's out of here. It's going to the museum.
I'm okay with that. I do think that this is an interesting piece of computing history and definitely something that, you know, had it stayed in its original home, definitely wouldn't.
Well, that thought was probably going to conclude something like, that computer wouldn't have received the same level of admiration, nor certainly provided people with the same level of entertainment and enjoyment had it just sat around in that box somewhere in Moscow. Now that the Soviet computer is in the house, it's time to see what it can do. But first, we need to thoroughly inspect all the parts and run diagnostics before subjecting the whole system to any power. We don't want to fry something that could have worked by neglecting basic maintenance before its initial boot up. Stay tuned for our next video in the series where we examine the boards, get out the multimeter to test voltages, and flip the on switch for the first time. Bye, y'all!